What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Norman, aka V Pro Reactions, and I'm back with another reaction video. Today we will be reacting to the top 10 glitches caught in real life. Now, I don't know what that means, but it sounds like it's gonna be interesting. Let's get into it. 3, 2, 1. Play.
Whether it's the flow of water that seems to have some faulty programming, a plane that's stopped in midair, or a bird that has some serious glitches, we have it all on today's most amazing top 10 list. Coming in at number 10, we have the water is broken. We all know how water is supposed to flow. We know what water is. It always flows downwards. It's usually in a smooth motion unless it's crashing like a massive wave. We all know that Bruce Lee video. And it stays together, like it can splash, but it's not going to float through the air in separate pieces. Well, then someone please explain to me how this could happen.
Wow.
There is clearly something off here. Whoever's in charge of the code of this part of the world needs to get over here right now because things are falling apart. The water is floating in midair, and if I look at that for too much longer, my brain is going to break in half. Like, is water that does that even safe to drink? Or if I drink it, is the water that makes up my body going to start to drift apart and I'll float away? Will my body rip apart like someone put C4 up my butt like in Man on Fire? If you guys have not seen Man on Fire, you should go check out that movie right now because it is amazing. Shout out to Denzel Washington. And guys, make sure that you hit that like button because it really helps us out. Coming in at number 9, we have Somebody Restart Shaq. This one might be the most famous one on the list because it involves one of the most famous people in the world. We all know Shaquille O'Neal for his amazing sports commentary, for his hilarious show Shaq Versus, and probably for his biggest accomplishment being in a movie where he was a genie. Also, don't forget about the video game Shaq Fu. Well, with that many accomplishments, is Shaq who he is because he worked his butt off to be the best? Or is it because he was programmed? Well, if he is part of the fabric of this simulation, then someone needs to restart him. Check out this clip. He's stuck there like a loading screen. Maybe it was the guy watching this' TV. Maybe the image on his TV froze for a moment, so it made it seem like Shaq couldn't move. Or this dude is part of the Matrix, and if you manage to get out of the Matrix, he is Agent Smith. Someone please tell me that Shaq is the villain in the 4th Matrix movie. That would really make my life so much better. Coming in number 8, we have Goodbye Snow. This next glitch looks like it was pulled right out of a James Bond movie. I mean, it just happened so perfectly, you would think that this SUV has some sort of camouflage tech, and I don't think that comes with the standard model. You might need to upgrade to the S series for that one. Well, what we're about to see is an SUV driving along the road, and then all of a sudden there's snow that starts to fly off the top of the car, and it almost completely vanishes.
But otherwise nothing out of the ordinary here. But these glitches seem to come when we least expect them. Slowly but surely the car appears to fade away. Slowly but surely it is consumed by the snowflakes.
You all saw what I just saw, right? This thing was there and then it was gone. Now the logical answer is that the car was there and then it sped up, which caused the snow on top of the car to fly off, which then caused low visibility so you couldn't see it as it drove away. But even the taillights disappear. Right? I'm not one to jump to conclusions, but there might be some alien tech in that family-sized car. That seems like the most logical explanation. Coming in at number 7, we have the cup dance. Okay, this one is supposed to be someone's sound system making a paper cup float. And I gotta say, yes, it is probably the sound system because sound waves can be extremely powerful. I mean, did you know that a flashbang can make you poop your pants? I bet you didn't know that. That's how much a loud noise can affect you. So remember that every time your player gets flashbanged in COD, they are actually pooping their pants. But let's take a look at this, and then you can be the judge of whether or not this is a glitch. Okay, that sound system in the car must be jacked up. Also, I don't think you should play it so loud. That can't be good for your ears. But could it really make a cup stutter step like that? I don't know.
Probably could.
So maybe. Coming in at number 6, we have the floating manhole. Now, even though this sounds much more devious than it is, I promise you that this is not that nasty. Just take a look at this clip.
So how on earth is this one bouncing around so madly, so freely? as if it's as light as a feather.
Now you would think that maybe there is just a buildup of farts in the sewers, but there would have to be a hell of a lot of farts for that thing to move. Do you know how much a manhole weighs? That thing isn't just going to dance like that unless there's some serious force underneath it or a glitch in the Matrix. Coming in number 5, we have the mysterious tree. I couldn't imagine a worse thing to wake up to. Picture this: you have a great night's sleep. You wake up before your alarm, fully rested. You have a great breakfast, and then you get your things ready for work, and then you walk outside and there's a tree through your car. That would be a pretty upsetting thing to find all of the sudden. And it didn't get blown through your car in some storm, it grew through your car. Take a look at this. How does that happen? It looks like the programmer of Earth was sleeping on the job and then forgot where the trees are supposed to go. Also, there's no way that car insurance covers mysterious trees that pop up in your car. That sucks. Coming in at number 4, we have the plane stalled. Now, if a plane actually stalls, we know it can be the worst thing possible that can happen to you while you're in the air. The plane will start to fall towards the ground and you can kiss your butt goodbye because that's probably going to be the end of you. But I guess sometimes it doesn't have to go like that. There's apparently a stop in the sky option that no one ever told us about. Well, it looks like we're going to have to take a look at this one to make sure it's real.
Wow. I don't know, man. All this stuff looks suspicious.
Now, looking at this thing, you can see that the footage is actually pretty grainy, so who knows? Maybe the person who filmed this just added the plane to the sky afterwards and then uploaded this freaky video to the internet to freak out all of us. Or maybe the Cyberpunk devs will get to this one with the next patch. I mean, we're doing a list on glitches. I needed to do at least one Cyberpunk joke. I have to say that I love that game, and I'm really sorry for anyone who's playing it on console because it's running really good on PC. But hopefully, after a long, hard road of patches, the game will work on every platform. Coming in at number 3, we have the Afterglow. Now, the Afterglow is the feeling you have after you meet me for the first time. I am just that amazing. Just kidding, most people feel like they need a shower after they meet me. But the Afterglow is an effect that can happen sometimes in a mirror. I haven't heard of this before, but let me just show you so it can make a little bit more sense.
Demonstrated by the shovel glass placed vertically to the real lamp. However, it's so hard to accept that such bulbs could produce afterglows.
Now, what is apparently happening is that the light that is coming off the bulb is still glowing in the mirror because it was so bright. Now, I don't know if that's a real thing or if it's just something made up to explain this glitch in the Matrix. But even if that is something that can actually happen, I don't think a little hotel light would have enough juice to leave a glow stain in the mirror. I would think that you need something a lot more powerful, but I also don't know anything about science, so who the hell am I to say anything? Coming in at number 2, we have a floating bird. It turns out planes aren't the only ones that will get stuck in the sky. Let's just hope that if any people watching this video are falling from the sky down to the earth, then this glitch will happen because it seems like it could be a lifesaver. How does a bird do something like that? Now, once again, we are working with grainy footage. I mean, catching something extraordinary on camera almost has to be on grainy footage, or else it doesn't make any sense. So, who knows? Maybe this bird was caught in something and all the people around it wanted to help it out. They saw that if they gave this bird a little push, that it would be able to get free. Maybe this footage was taken in a country that has some massive spiders that have webs big enough to catch birds, and all we saw was a bird that was stuck in a massive spider web. And then that dude hit it with a broom and he was able to knock it free. That could have been what happened, or was it another glitch in the Matrix? Woo! Coming into the number 1 spot, we have A Lady Vanishes. Now this is a pretty common glitch, but probably the one that is the hardest to explain. Like with the bird, we could say that it could have been a spider web. With the car, it was snow flying off and it could have just been bad visibility. But when you see someone standing in one spot and then they're gone right when someone passes in front of them, that makes it seem like there's something wrong with the programming. I've seen this kind of glitch again and again. I've seen it with cars, I've seen it with other things, but this one stands out to me because where did that lady go? Did she just duck down for no reason? Why would she do something like that? Was she trying to freak everyone out and make it seem like she had disappeared? And if anyone was going to disappear, it seemed like it should have been her. She was kind of a background character in that scenario. Alright guys, that has been our list. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I have been your host, Shade Arena, and until next time, keep enjoying.
If you enjoyed
content.
that,
Bye.
and that confused me, hit that like button, subscribe. I'll catch y'all again.